In the last episode, Wang had accepted Yaha's proposal and then there was a lovely kiss between them, but now in the next scene we see that everyone was quite surprised to see this, and then they start saying that this is actually Wang, but till now we were thinking of him as a boy and loving him. That is why it seems that one competitor is reduced, and apart from this, we also missed Kraus. But at the same time, we see that there is a lot of difference in this matter. He is happy and then tells Wang that I am you. Then after hearing this, Wang tells him that you have not understood about it yet, but it is good that I am not stupid like you. Then Yuha says on this, it seems that Gao was with me from the beginning till the end, after which Wang says that I too was very afraid that you might not accept my real identity, but on this Yuha tells her that you are you. Ho, there we see that Sensei is also very happy with their meeting, while Yexia says that it is very good because finally we are all together. Then on this he says that if Bang had come to our house a few days ago, if he had not come near, then we too would not have known about it like Yuhao. Seeing this, Nanan says that a relationship should start like this, after which we see Bei and Shizi also congratulate them, and then it is said that you should always be happy like this, but then we see that he was actually missing Tanga, and that is why he is very sad thinking about it. Then we see that Master comes to Suan and then asks if we should talk to Yuhouse about this now so that we can know about the condition of his soul, but on this Master Suan says that both of them have just fallen in love, so I want that you do not disturb that now, and for this you hold a meeting tomorrow at Poser Eden Pavilion, after which we see that they all also agreed to Master Suan. But then in the next scene we see Yuha and Wang who are together. I had gone somewhere to enjoy when Yuha asks her if I will call you Donga in future, but we see that she says sorry to Wanji for hiding about her gender. Then Yuha also says that I understand about this and I am actually very lucky for this, but after hearing this, Bang asks her if it is really, after which Yuha tells him that yes, I am really very happy about this, because if you were a girl, if I had come here as a girl, then what would I have been able to do about it, and that is why I want to say that you are really very beautiful, and that is why it could have been that there would have been a lot of boys following you. And then we see that Wang she starts leaving from here, and Yuha asks her, did you really promise me? Then we see that she says stupid very lovingly to Vangi, and then she puts her hand forward, after which we see that here also happy, he comes running towards it and then says, am I dreaming? Then Bang asks him, have you still not understood about it? After which we see that here too, along with Yuha, starts remembering the moments spent because Wang was standing to protect her all the time. Now that's why Yuha says thank you to Wang for this, and then says that from now on I will protect you, after which we understand that Wang also agrees to this. She was very happy with Y, and then they both start having a good time together, while we see that Tarsan and Sayab Y were also watching this. Then Y says to Wang that you don't have any biological sister, but actually when I came here I saw a girl who looked exactly like you, and her name was Wang Chiu. Then after hearing about it, Wang she said that she was exactly like me, but how can that really be, because actually I do not have any biological sister. Then we see that she gives back to Wang which her second father had given at the time of coming. Then seeing this, Yuha also says that you got this, and that is why you give this to me. Then Bang says that actually I also don't know anything about it, and my second father has only told me that my father had left it, and that is why the second father asked me to give it to you. Then we see that Yuha goes to open it, But still Wanji refuses to do so, and then she says that it has my father's seal on it and hence it will be opened only when the right time comes. We see the two of them go to sleep where Qi starts going with Yvonne, but then we see Wang kicks him out and then tells him that your room is next door. After which he says that I still haven't been able to adopt Wang's new identity. Now the next day, we see Yu Hao's eyes open where he says that today I am staying in Poser Eden Powell for the first time, and that is why the healing effect of the golden tree really quite good, but now we see that he did not want to waste his time here, and that is why he immediately starts practicing here. But then we see that the master had come to take it, and it tells that a lot of people are waiting for you, and that is why you come with me to Poser Eden Pavilion. Yu Hao wonders why they will wait for him, after which Master Yani tells that Master Sua said this. The meeting is kept only for you, because everyone is very curious to go to the solo of the solo you showed there yesterday. Meanwhile, we see that Wang had also gone to the place where everyone else had also gathered. Then, on seeing this, Siv immediately comes to him and says that this is really Wang. Then Ba says that, after all, the devils from us have gathered together once, that is why now we only have to wait for the arrival of Yahweh, after which everyone will go together to meet their new tight sect. While on the other hand, we see that Poser has gone to the Eden Pavilion, where he says sorry to them for coming late. Then Master Yan says that you should take your soul, get introduced to them. After which we see that Yuha was also ready for this, and he immediately takes out the snow girl. Then he tells them that it is a kind of special assistance. Then after seeing the special, everyone says that this is very special. It's cute, and then here he tells me that the orange soul near me is actually because of this, and now we see that he also started telling him about its origin, where he says that it actually has some secret of mine too. Evolve is about which Master movie himself did not know completely. Then they all get completely surprised after hearing about it. Then we see that Yuha also tells them about electrolytics, and now in this way they one by one he tells them about all the things, and now in this way he tells them about all the things one by one. Then he says that in the end Electrolux had also sacrificed his remaining divine power, and then after that power merged with Snow, Snow Gal was born, after which Snow Curl also tells him that yes, this is completely true. Then on this Master Suvan says that even in the last 100 years, I have seen so many things, had not seen all the strange things. 6:16. That is why whether this thing is the power of another dimension or the soul of Snog was born, but still these things are within the understanding of the normal soul master. That is why now he starts saying that the ancestor of Tan sect has created Dulu. A new era was created in the continent. That is why it seems that you and your master together are going to start a new era again in the Dalu continent. Then Master Suan tells Yuha that you should be completely careful about it. It will have to happen, because once the word about it spreads, then possessing the soul will become the common goal of every soul master. But we see that Yuhao is not worried about it and says that I am the master of soul sealing. I want to give the contract spell to my academy, but now everyone was completely surprised after hearing about it, and then Master Sua says to Yuhouse that you should sleep well about it, because this method of yours which creates the soul, there is no price for it, but it says here that whatever I have happened today is actually because of the training of the academy, and that is why there is no bad thing in everyone getting benefit from ad magic, because anyway this thing is actually this was my master's goal, and that is why I hope that the academy will also help me in achieving this, and then maybe in this way there will be complete peace among the world and humans. Then we think that Masha Suan was very impressed after listening to him, and then he says that I am also ready to accept the gift, and along with that he also announces that the successor of Pavilion Master will be Yahav. After hearing about this, Yahav also was completely surprised by this part, and then he asks Master Suan how can this be possible, but then Master Yan tells him that you don't need to refuse it because this thing is actually made by Master Mu himself. Had decided. And that's why we also agree to it, after which we see that Yuha also finally agreed for it. Then we see that he has come to meet Bei and others where Sassy is enjoying it. He says that now you are very wonderful, and it seems that now we will not be able to go anywhere together. Then Nanan says that this is actually Yuhao's ability, and that is why you should not care about it. And that's why you should not care about this. Then Baby starts saying that Nanan is right, and anyway we have gathered together as 1-7 Davis, that is why we should also discuss about Tank Secret, and then he tells Sons not to bother Yuhao. Then Sons starts realizing that I was just joking, but as soon as he came here, both his career and love was set, and from the same we see that his hearing this, she starts feeling shy, after which we see that other people also start laughing, but then we see that they were ready to go from here to their tank set, and then after some time they also come in front of her, but now we see that they are starting to leave from here, but now we see that they are starting to leave from here. Then Van says that she has also come, and we see that Nana comes here to meet Yuha. Then he sees that Van immediately comes to him and says that you are the one who will make fun of me. Then Yu says to Nana that you can call us only by our name, to which Nana says that I am asking for your help. I can never forget, because you not only saved my parents' fees but you also gave me a new life, and that is why I will do anything to repay it. After which he tells her that now you are a member of Tank Sect. Yes, and that's why you don't need to be so polite in front of us. Then he also says that I hope you will forget about the pain of the past, and now you will gain real happiness, after which we think Nana will also like it. She was ready to agree, and then she tells Bei that I am going to check the material, and then she says goodbye to everyone and leaves from here. Then we see that Yuha is going to see her new tank section, on which Ban says that in these 2.5 years, you and Kite have worked hard in Sunmoon Academy, but in reality we too were not sitting here quietly, rather we also worked hard to develop the tank sector here. Worked hard. Then we see that he is ready to show Yuhao the new tank section, but then we see that here too he starts remembering about Tang, and then says that it would have been better if you were here. Also I can see that Senior B is also very worried for you, and he also really wants to meet you. While we see that brother has brought everyone inside, where he tells Yuhao that it is right now in the inner hall and divided into outer halls, of which the inner hall would be responsible for sector management and the production of the Soul Guide, while the outer hall would be responsible for foreign affairs negotiations and battles. He then says that the basis for the development of the Thank sector should be the Soul Guide, in which Yuha and the biggest responsibility will fall on Kato. Then we see that both of them are also ready for this, but then the young man asks Wang that for whom are you responsible here, on which Sia starts saying that Wang is very amazing, and that is why he said he is the vanguard of Seoul Ampa battle team with Bus 61. Then he sees that he is very happy to know that he has 12, and then says, you have 5 soldiers. On which Ban says, I was afraid that maybe you may not be able to recognize me, yet I want to tell you that O10 sector has a deep relationship with the tank sector, that is why I will also work hard to revive the tank sector. Then we will see that while talking, had come to the area where Nanan says that the responsibility of trade is on me and Sayao, and then he tells Yuhao that according to the design drawing you sent, all Jugi Gad Ballister Soul Guide Atli Sale are being produced. Only then we see Kaito also starts looking at it and then says that it is exactly equivalent to the level 5 fixed soul cannon, but the good thing is that it can actually generate more soul power. But then he says to Ban that I wanted to discuss with you about one more thing. Because I see some unknown people roaming around SRK City, and the same situation is actually outside Jingle Tian and Dowling Empire, and that's why I think so. Sensei says that Sun is going to take any action, and on this Sensei says that it seems that they want to kill Yuhao, and it directly means that they 1146 are scared of Shrek Academy, while on the other hand we see that Wang is also worried about this. He starts getting worried, after which he says that this is not the right time to show power to the narrow section, after which we see that the rest of the people were also ready to accept his words, and he says that now we have to show our power. We will have to grow because one day our tanks will definitely be a blockbuster. Then we think that they are also ready for this. Then in the next scene we see that Wang is waiting for Yuhao outside, but then somehow let's see that Yuhao also came here and says that I started discussing with Bei about the development of the tank set, and that is why I got late in coming here. Then he asks Bang where we should go. Then Parwan says you told that Vanchi looks exactly like me, that's why I asked Teach Jammer about it, and I came to know that she got admission in inner court. Now that's why we see that both of them are talking about her background. We go there to know about it, and then we see that as soon as Wang enters there, everyone is completely shocked to see her, and we see that everyone starts giving her a side, but right there we see that Wang Che also came in front of the teacher here, who is completely surprised after seeing her beauty. Then we see that the teacher asks Wang Che to remove his grave. That is why we see that Vanch also she had agreed to this, and then as soon as she removes the cover from her face, their surprise increases even more, and everyone starts saying that she is very beautiful. But then we see that Wang is also